Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here we go. This is a bit of a fiddly-diddly job, as you will see, bits and pieces. This bedroom, quite worn, fairly dirty here too. I think the carpet is 13 years old. And we got this area rug, and another one over there. These runners or whatever, and a couple of bedrooms. So let's go and do some stuff. Guess I better turn the valve on. Oh, this is cleaning very nice. That's the AstroTurf. That's looking really good, eh? You ought to like that. All right. Okay. I'll also spray this before you get here. My intention is to not shower feed on these. That'll lessen the amount of over spillage over or whatever. Slinging is the word I'm looking for. When you do a home where there's hardwood floor, you step off of the floor onto the carpet onto the floor, you can't help but leave footprints. It's just going to happen. It cannot be avoided. But fortunately, it's not going to cause any problem. It's just either you or your customer will have to give it a clean with a flat mop or whatever. I don't usually, but I'm doing it more now than I used to. Nobody's ever complained because I think that we all get that it's inevitable. corner here to deal with. Okay. Ah. Oh yeah, I got enough on there. Look at that, eh? Oh, that's looking great. There were some spots on this one at the front door. It looks like they've come out very easily. Yeah, I like it. Okay. I got virtually no slinging going on. Nice. Okay, on to the next. Oh. See what I say, these jobs are pretty fiddly. Well, that's weird. I'm not feeding anything down, and yet I got solution coming out of there. Huh, weird. There's a little bit of slinging. Just a little bit. Okay, now, I wasn't sure if I was going to use the brush on this one or not. But I think I will. This is a polyester, and it's really compressed in some areas, so I think we'll give it a try. Make sure we're engaged. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I think that's working. Oh yeah. This carpet is a bit of a sculpture-y pile to it, so this is probably a good option because the bristles are going to be getting right down there between the or into the little grooves that are all over the place here. Got a 3D effect on this carpet. This is where the front of the couch was, obviously. So there's actually, it's a little bit compressed right in here. Definitely liking that. Okay, we're gonna switch over to the AstroTurf here. That looks pretty darn good, actually. I like that. And it looks like I've had almost no slinging. I did feed down in the middle, by the way, if you could tell that, but in the middle area I was actually feeding down a little bit. We'll put this in this bedroom. I'm going to use this over here. All right. You know, I mentioned something about the way I'm eating lately. Mostly, actually, the sardine diet with an addition of salsa, dates, and I had some broccoli last night, and you know, things like that. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I'm only eating twice a day. And I've been doing that now for over a month. I do sometimes feel a little bit hungry, like right now it's 12:30. I'm feeling a little bit hungry. But if I go get a drink of water, it'll go. And that's all I drink is water. Water. And I have a electrolyte drink. And a coffee. That's it. And I'm now about 210. Heaviest I was a couple of years ago was just over 240. And about a month ago, I weighed 235. So I feel fine. For breakfast, oh, I have one other thing. I have you can buy a beet drink. B-E-E-T. Beets are very good for you. They've got something in there. I think it's is it nitric acid or something? I can't remember what it is, but something that's really good for your cardiovascular system. So I have that every morning, a glass of that. And I'm eating fruit sometimes, like cherries, peaches. Had some strawberries last night. So I'm not like some people will just have just sardines. That's it. But I decided no, I'm not going to quite go that extreme. I could, but for example, this morning I had a can of sardines with some salsa and 3 dates, and that'll keep me going all day long. So it's all really, really healthy for you. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and yeah. My goal, I have 2 goals. One goal is to get below 200, which will probably happen within the next 2 or 3 weeks at the rate I'm going. And then once I get there, my next goal is to go down to 175. That's my goal weight. I weighed that in my very early 30s. About the time I met my wife, I was about that weight. 175, 180. I'm going to go back to that weight, and that's where I will remain. Now this is cleaning pretty darn good, actually. This particular type of polyester rug, well, polyester almost any time rug just doesn't wear very well, but this one's not doing too bad. He said it's 5 years old, but anyway, so we'll just drop this down. I just literally tilted it back, and that's where it belongs. Okay, so I got this one to do. There are a few spots and stains on this one. Okay, pretty much done with this, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is clean and wonderful. Yeah, looking really good. Okay. That's just fantastic. Okay, we'll go and clean the bedroom.
How you doing, Robin?
Good.
Good man.
Looks like it's cleaning up pretty darn nice.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. What's that?
I said I'm leaving you.
Oh, okay.
Grabbing something from the fridge and I'm out of here.
All right. Dry on top, of course, as usual. In spite of what the naysayers say. Okay. This one is so beat down, I figured the Spinsafe brush was the way to go. Oh yeah, look at that, eh? Oh yeah. You can rebuild it, more or less. Look at that thing go, eh? Oh. Yeah. This is a frisee, I guess. Or frisee-like carpet, so bristles, not a bad idea. She's leaving, which means I may have to go and move my van. That happens so many times, you know. People forget to mention that. That is an excellent brush. Really basically rebuilding the pile, as it were. I mean, it'll go back down pretty quick, obviously, but you know, you can see how well the rotary with the right attachment will really lift the pile. No, it doesn't compress the pile. People say that, I just never understand why. There's a bias against the rotary, I guess. Okay, I gotta go and do in the closet over there. Now all we need to be running the brush where the wear has been happening. And that's all. Okay, so we'll switch over to the AstroTurf. Yeah, like I said, fiddly diddly, this one. Make sure we are engaged before I turn the machine on. Otherwise there's I don't call it the keyway, whatever, where the motor and the transmission engage. There's a little device in there that can snap, and it's really annoying. You gotta pull the motor apart and lift it up to get at it, and it's not a big deal to really replace it, or not even expensive, but unless you know comfortable doing that, I guess it's a big deal. But anyway, I've had it happen in the past, many years ago. So that's why you want to try to remember to engage the clutch with the hub of the machine. I usually do. Occasionally I'll forget. It's like, oh, rats. Okay. You know, I come to think of it, the one I did that happened to me, it was, I think it was on my NSS machine that happened. And when I realized what had happened, this what happens is the machine, all of a sudden, you go to turn it on and the motor will spin, zing, but nothing happens. And I actually ordered the part to replace it with from Centaur, and that would have been 20 years ago, I bet, at least. Because at the time, I think I figured out that the one that they had was actually better quality than the durability or whatever than the one that was in the NSS. But it was basically the same thing. It's just a little bit heavier duty. Because the Centaurs are really built well. Because I had one of these machines many years ago, actually, and then I moved away from that for quite a few years. But now it's the machine to get, because of its versatility, quality, its fact that it's a 2-speed. They have a single-speed version of this, by the way, which is a little bit less money, but You might as well have the 2-speed. It gives you a tremendous advantage. Well, as far as particularly where speed goes on a commercial situation. That brush really did a wonderful job of scrubbing the pile of this carpet and lifting it. So there's a real significant amount of wear in that pathway there. That a lot of that darkness is simply the wear on this polyester carpet, which for the age actually really isn't that bad considering, but it's still very worn. All right, get behind the door. So it looks like we're almost done, other than grooming. And that won't take very long, and then I got one more job to do today on a Saturday. Okay. Okay, we'll get rid of this. Oh. Alrighty, well, we'll continue on, so thank you for watching, and have a good day.